So you had your car for a little while now. You like driving it. You like the way it looks. You enjoy being in it, going to work and back. Maybe you like taking long trips. So you keep and maintain your car quite nice. You wash it regularly. You wax it. You polish it. You make it look the best it possibly can. The inside you take good care of. You wipe the dashboard down every 3 or 4 days just to get the dust off. And when the interior gets dirty, no problem. You take out that vacuum the rugs, maybe polish the seats a little bit with a little leather restorer, whatever it takes. You want to keep that car of yours looking and smelling great. But after a while, you notice it stinks. Maybe it's just a musty smell or a mildewy smell, or maybe it smells like something is rotting. But whatever you try to do, it doesn't seem, it works for a little while. You get in, you're all happy to drive, it smells nice, it looks great, but after a while, that stink comes back. What's going on with your car? Well, you don't know. You try everything. You go to the store, you buy those little clips that clip on the vent, those vent clips. That works for a little while. Maybe you go out and get some of these, I don't know, these little trees and hang them all over. It looks like a knick-knack shop for a while, and that works for a little while. But eventually, the stink comes back. Most likely, it has to do with your car's HVAC system, or your heating, ventilation, and air conditioning system. So in today's modern cars, the heating and air conditioning system, or HVAC system, is pretty much constantly running. Now, whether you have the system on or off, even if it's off, if you notice once in a while you put your hand up to the vent, you can still feel a little breeze coming through. And that's because your system is allowing the outside air to enter your vehicle. And that could be where the problem lays. Let me explain. So the first thing you want to do is try to replace the cabin air filter. Sometimes that gets a little mucky and disgusting looking, and that not only holds debris, but it can also hold odor. So maybe you've already done that because, as always, you're keeping up on the maintenance of your car, but sometimes it still smells, right? Let's check out what could be wrong. So I'm outside here and if it's a little windy, if the sound isn't so great, it is windy, so pardon it. But anyway, we want to find out where the air enters in the vehicle. Usually, in most vehicles, you can see under here, it's got some air inlets. This does not. I think it's covered by this piece, but it's usually on the passenger side. So that's the first place you'd want to look. I don't see anything here. So let's pop this hood and find out what's going on. Okay, so I open the hood and it turns out this panel here, there's vents underneath. Let me see if I can show you. I don't know if the camera's gonna get it or not, but it's under here. I can see it's a bit bright out, but let's pop this protective cowling off and maybe we can get a better look. Now that comes off pretty much, it's clipped on. You just find the clips. If you're not comfortable doing it, then, don't do it. But this kind of just pulls right off. There we go. Some plastic clips in there. This actually comes in 2 pieces, so we don't need this. Let's get out of there. There we go. Now look at this. You see how we have some debris in here? This is the first place you want to kind of clean out. Now, this is mild. It's just got some leaves and whatnot. But since your air is pulled in through this intake, it could be anything. It can be, tree debris. It could be animal droppings. Let's say, yuck. Animal droppings, anything like that. It could be, compost in here, whatever it is being sucked in through here. So the first thing you want to do is clean this out the best you can. And then let's get into a little bit more. Okay, so I just removed the entire cowling here just so you can see that the driver's side here does not have any vents, but the passenger side has the vents. Now mine is pretty clean, so I'm not going to go any further than this, but if debris has fallen in here and is decomposing, you might want to clean that out. Now in this car, some cars it's easier than others. This one, I would say it's moderate. We have to pop this whole thing off, but it's held in place with these plastic pins. We can just pop those off here, and there's one, over here. I would take this whole thing off. It's not very difficult to do. Again, it just kind of clips and you can see it wiggles, no problem. And then take a, I know you can't, sometimes trying to get in here. You probably can't see it, but I can. There's the intake for the fresh air intake. So what I would do if I saw any debris in there, I would take this off, put a vacuum in, maybe vacuum it up, or an compressed air, blow it out. And if I found any mold or mildew in there, you could simply take a vinegar and water solution, wipe it out with a towel, or in my case, I would usually use like a cap full of bleach to 2 cups of water. Now, some people don't like to use bleach, so, hey, I'm not going to tell you what to do. But whatever you think is best to use to kill any of that mold or mildew, go ahead and wipe that out. Get it nice and clean. I'll clean this before I put it on. And then once that's all done, I'm going to show you another little thing to do. Okay, so before I got started, to show you the next step, I did clean this off here. I used Mother's Instant Detailer. I like this stuff. It works great. And when I'm done with that, I'm going to go ahead and clean the rest of it. I'm going to clean this cowling off. But anyway, with the HVAC system on, I don't know if you can hear it. All right. So this is an electric vehicle, so you don't hear the motor running, but you can hear the, there we go, the HVAC motor running. I take my favorite, you can take your favorite air freshener here. This is I use the Chemical Guys here, the New Car Smell. I love that New Car Smell. It's not sponsored or anything, but it's just what I like. You can get what you like. And this is an odor neutralizer and air freshener. And we're just going to give a couple squirts right on there, just like that. And it's going to suck in right into that HVAC system and coat the interior of it with that new fresh car smell. And when you go in, it's going to smell great. Ooh, so I'm inside the car with the car running, and I wish we had smell-o-vision because it smells great in here. So if your car stinks, try this simple tip. I'm sure it'll work great for you. As always, thank you for watching and have a absolutely wonderful day.